Welcome back. This is Power Breakfast. It's Tuesday, meaning time for us to discuss man issues in this man cave. And yes, I'm not a man. Willis has left me high and dry again. Like he's helping you guys. What's happening?
We just changed it. It's a female cave.
The panel is back. And I want to say karibu sana, Pastor Kuria.
Asante sana.
Great to see you. We've got Sheila Kwamboka and Roy Karuhize also on this panel. So today we are talking about the Cassanova. I didn't know Cassanova was an actual Italian guy, and that's where all of this came from.
Yes.
Like he was an actual person.
Yeah.
Right.
He's a real guy.
Yes, I googled.
That's where the name comes from.
And his children are me.
No, it's Hugh Hefner who took over, and so guys are just like, Cassanova is Hefner.
Speaking of Hugh Hefner, rest in peace. He passed away at the age of 91 last week.
Yeah.
And so now everyone's making the same joke that if you want to live that long,
Gotta have babes.
you you gotta have babes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you believe this?
Let's just be realistic. Let's call it a motivation. It gave you a good reason to live longer, of course. Was the fact that just
Plus, they were all very young, most of them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, of course.
He was eating their youth.
Yeah, he keeps eating the youth.
Eating their youth.
He's not Dracula. He's just trying to survive. And the thing is, they were his motivation to keep on going on. Funny thing is, they all looked the same.
Right.
Yeah.
He definitely had a type.
Yeah.
When I looked up Cassanova online, the Merriam-Webster dictionary said, a man with a reputation for having many lovers, promiscuous and unscrupulous.
My Lord.
Just so you know.
Just so you know.
Pastor Kuria.
Maybe it's just an over.
Me, what I see is a choice that one make. It's not something which is inbuilt. You choose to have many babes because you are able to manage them.
Okay.
It's a choice that a person makes.
So this is
like now me, I can't, because I cannot be able to manage over five. I mean over I cannot be able to manage over two.
Six on average.
Yeah, you know.
Even numbers.
You know,
even numbers.
I'm in the TV, so I have to have my manners. But once you are able to do it, and by the way, let me tell you, it's only a church man who manages the church business according to the word of God. That is the only person who is supposed to have one wife.
Everyone else
is free, but make sure you are feeding them equally, giving them what they need when they need, and you are able to do it. If you know you are not able to do it, please be like me.
I think Cassanova is just Muzungu polygamy. That's a very gifty way to say it.
Exactly.
I think the reality is, let's face it, what I found very strange about this guy's passing on is how many people looked up to him. It was not the ones who were saying, hey, that guy has been played in his own, his life was gone and he's been played, he's gone with none of these ladies. And there was no one talking negatively about it. Everyone was saying, what a man. What a man.
He's the CEO of Team Mafisi.
Even as a CEO, it's just how many of us guys looked up to him more than, like the Pope. It's like they have so much reverence and respect for him, and they said he's a total man. So it brings the whole question of, I think within all of us guys, we are dying to be him. It's just that we're held back due to, Pastor Mia just tell him nicely, it's ATM problems. Yeah? But we all were dying to be this guy, which is a bit sad.
Yeah,
but we naturally don't want to have one lady, we want to have 6 running around the house.
Aside from that, can we just address Hugh as I mean, everybody was going out there to say, oh, what a guy, but there was articles actually that I read, like in the New York Post, that were talking about he brought a sort of crude way of looking at women, because basically Hugh Hefner, Playboy, and his whole legacy is about
women's bodies.
It's about making women objects, and then we take it from there, because the difference between a Casanova and a polygamist, which is what he brought, a polygamist acknowledges his women, even if he has 1 or 2 or 5, he acknowledges them. But a Casanova just wants to dip and bounce, and just
they just
keep
have
going.
like barcodes, numbers, special numbers. You come, you register,
and also the other thing is that the worst thing you can do to a lady is to make her know that you are sharing her love. It hurts ladies so much. So why should I be one Casanova when I have a home or a house that I wanted to make it a home? Sure, will the person who is in the house make it a home for me?
I think what the real story is coming out here is very clear. I think why when you realize that a lot of guys respected these guys and wanted to be him in brackets, and the only reason why they couldn't is, we have said financial reasons, but what people admired about it, these guys are saying, what a man, is the fact that he was doing it blatantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my 6 women, and I'm not in hiding. So it's not that.
And here they are on TV.
Yeah.
But
Right.
it's not that Father Dad wants 6 or 8, just for that number. But it's just that he can't do it blatantly.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at some of your views. Sheila took to the streets and asked you the question of, if you could have more than one woman and finances were not an issue, would you go ahead and have 8? So we're going to take a look at that, and we'll continue the conversation. The hashtag is Power Breakfast.
Elfu moja hawezi kuwa na nini mingi sana. Hiyo take time mingi sana. Kwa 2,000 itakusumbua. Kwa na mmoja utajua vile unaweza manage.
So unaona unakuwa na bibi moja ama wawili?
Haya, afadhali mmoja.
Wanaume wako na tamaa mingi, ndio maana wanatoka nje ya ndoa. Na wamama wako na tamaa ya pesa, ndio maana wanaona hata kama ako na boyfriend mwingine anaenda kwa mwingine, bora tu apate mahitaji yake yenye anataka.
Whether there is any problem, so long as you have cash.
So you think cash is the one thing that's stopping most men from being polygamous?
Yes. Yeah.
Did you guys kuwa na bibi wawili?
Siwezi.
Kwa nini?
Maisha venye inanipeleka. Sidhani kama natakuwa na bibi wawili.
Ni nini inakufanya usikuwe na bibi wawili? Ni pesa ama ni wewe tu unapenda mmoja?
Si mimi, ni pesa. Na mahitaji.
Ungekuwa na pesa sasa ungekuwa na bibi wangapi?
By the way ningemendeni hiyo mmoja.
So ungekuwa na bibi moja hata kama ungekuwa na pesa? So polygamy wewe wezani nayo?
Wezani.
Would you want them to marry the other woman?
Yeah.
So you're okay with having being a second wife? So if you're married and your man just wakes up and says he wants another woman, how are you going to go about it?
I'll not feel jealous. Yeah, because as lady we are many, yeah, and for gents there are few, so we have to share.
No, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
In terms of population, we are 50-50.
We're 50-50.
Yes.
I don't think so.
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah, statistically.
But we can share.
But so you're okay with sharing your money?
Yeah, I am okay, because if I keep that man, the same man will go out. Why should I keep him? Just, there's no problem.
Mimi nafikiri sasa watu wengine ni ile tu mambo ya anasa.
Mambo ya?
Anasa.
Pesa.
Mambo ya pesa, mambo ya kujifurahisha tu. Kwa sababu sasa hakuna sababu nyingine kubwa isipokuwa ni kujifurahisha.
I think guys nowadays they want to marry just one wife and have like many clientele because life is expensive. They can't afford to provide for everyone, like for the other women.
But aren't women working?
Yeah, they're working. They can't go for someone who is sitting in the house. You have to be working. They are going for working class.
So women are the ones who are creating the problem?
Yeah, they're the ones who are creating the problem.
To me, I don't think it's a financial issue. It has things which it has been going on from time and again. The times back, men are still there. They're still polygamous. Even if they try to change, it's something that is there. It will be so hard for them to change.
So are you saying it's innate in men to be polygamous?
I think they're just that. Let me say they're just that way. Yeah. So it's hard. It's hard to change.
All right. Well, some of your views there. On our Cassanova topic.
I think Cassanova, they have the ladies themselves. They have wrong motive when they are approaching these guys we are calling Cassanova.
What's their motivation?
The motive of approaching him, most of the guys that Sheila talked to, they are saying that women are going for that man because of money.
Right.
You see, I think that's wrong motive, because you don't want to help that man, but you want to be a tick.
I think the problem is men like 7-course meals.
Thank you.
I'll explain where the problem is. Unajua lazima ukule 7-course. Women are very satisfied with the little they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with guys, I think there's a problem with food. Yeah, they see this, they want to eat this and this and that, so they can't eat the same thing in the restaurant every day. So they want to have a choice tomorrow and the day after and the day after. Women are content. It's just that guys, it's get beyond the cash. It's greed. It's that one is never enough, because you say, I'm tired of this one, I want another new one. you want a different style.
But isn't it a choice that one makes? And,
Yes.
and
Greed.
you know, because we could be greedy too, but we decide to
I don't think
have
greed is a-
self-control.
Greed
No,
is
I
not a choice.
think
What
it's
do you
habit.
sound like?
I think it's
It's a
habit.
choice.
It's not an easily manageable
But
problem.
it's a choice.
I
can
think
show
it's
you
a
have
habit.
people who are going through it.
It's a habit once
a habit.
because
Yes.
and the habit is wrong because of hitting and running. You are actually you are
And walking. These days they're not running.
you are just like a crocodile because you don't know whether you have left a kid or you have left whatever, and you are not satisfying the needs of that woman when she needs you because you are still busy looking for another
one.
catch. So I think somebody must change and have a good habit because we form a habit, but the problem is that the habit decides our future.
Okay, can we just move aside from the habit and just talk about the reality of the nature? You know, you can't go out and teach a dog how to fly. I mean, you can put wings on it, mechanical. It can sometimes fly, but it will never be a bird. You understand? So I have always sat here and said, let's agree about the fact that men are generally not dogs. In this scenario, they are the dogs, yeah. And the women are basically, women look at love or relationships in a different way. When you see someone, you see something, you decide to build what is there,
to invest in it.
You invest in it, and even if it's this small, after you've been with that woman, it will grow. But men, they want to tag and keep. You understand? So I keep this one, this is mine. You go out there, you see another shiny toy, you take it. It's basically a greed. But now the situation is, this is not something that has been happening just now. This has been happening from our forefathers' time, where you'd have more than one wife. And if you ask, okay, seriously, why do you have more than one wife? Then before it used to be a financial issue. Women were not working, so they needed men to take care of them. So it was okay. But now you have a situation. I even asked the lady there, okay, but women are working. So what's changed? Now what has changed is men now don't want to acknowledge. They just want to hit and run. So that's where the problem is, which is the Casanova.
So there's never a point of satisfaction. There's never a point after your 7-course meal where you sit down and you say,
Nimeshiba. You can't shiba. Tomorrow you'll be hungry again. Let me tell you, hunger is something that keeps happening week in, week out. You can't say, I'm only hungry during around February and March. By March, I'm okay, I'm done for the year. This is, as the pastor correctly put it, this is you're a creature of habit. And it has become a habit to the point that that is what men do. It's been accepted. Yeah? The same way we don't buy weaves. This is what we do. Yeah? We don't wear weaves. We go for more than one man. Because you begin to start now even holding pride in it. Because remember, a man is driven by ego. These guys are driven by ego. The more you have, the more respect you think you will get or receive.
But
right? Well, the true respect, I agree, Sheila, is of having one and managing that one and managing it well. The reality of what has been created in the sense of men is that if I have 6 or 7, then I am better than the man who has 1. I do a better job of maintaining my 800,000.
So have we agreed that the only thing stopping men from having more than one woman is money?
Well, also manners.
Yeah.
Also manners. Because I think in both parties, someone is lacking manners. And you cannot go to school to be taught how to have manners. It's something you create, you make it. You say, I will never be with a man who is having a wife or another woman.
So you're blaming the woman as well here in the situation.
Actually, I'm blaming her so much because whenever she is coming to me, she knows I'm a family man, I have a wife. You see.
So you have no choice in the matter.
Yeah. So
he's being tricked.
He's being tricked.
According to
Percy,
women are, they're the fishermen. They're the ones who are going out there and hooking you and pulling you. You're just a fish outside the water. You don't know how to swim. You're dying. Think about it. Think about it like this, yeah? Me personally here, I'm saying that there's no problem in a man having more than one woman. In fact, you've had the women there saying, I don't mind sharing. I don't mind sharing. I don't mind being a third, fourth, fifth. I don't mind. There are women who are into that. The problem here is that men want to dip and leave. You understand? In fact, it is so severe that there are so many women, Joey, that I'm sure you, and even you guys here can attest to. A woman who, she's even introduced you to this guy. She's even told you, man, this guy, he's even proposed and everything. Then Saturday morning, she's waking up, she's getting a text message that the guy is getting married. That she didn't even know that the guy is getting married. So this is a situation where men have just decided to take shortcuts. You understand? Because before, your grandfather would even know. You'd know that is my grandmother, number 1, 2, 5, 7. But now there's a guy only at his funeral is when you're saying, hey, and how come that Toi looks like this guy?
I think there's no problem having 40 years. I think the problem starts when there's a lack of responsibility of taking care of the 6 or 7 girls. I think Hugh Hefner took care of his football team or women.
Yeah,
right?
They were on allowance.
Yeah, right. They stayed in the mansion.
Yes, they stayed. So it's about taking care of them, which means you boil back to the fact money is the reason that's stopping us, because I cannot take care of. Otherwise, I'd have had 14 or 15 or 16 or 17. I've told the reality is men are greedy, right? And Pastor is right in the sense that women also motivate that problem by you showing that yes, you are indeed a real man because you can take care of 5 or 6 of us. It's women's fault for creating that sense. It is upon ladies to now start showing guys that, you know what, if you're 3 of us, you're a punk. You should have 1. Yeah, motivate us differently, because those ladies who stay in that house are the reason for propagating that behavior.
But what's wrong with having 5 or 6 of them in that house? You know, if I want you, it can take me 1 month to get you. But if you want me, it's only 15 minutes. That's how we are.
9 minutes. 9
yeah, 9 minutes, and you just catch me. And the reason is well known to you. Because at the end of the day, you know that we are parting after doing whatever we have done. We are parting, and I'm going to my home. You are going to your house, and tomorrow you are just text me again. Even before me saying thank you.
But here's the question.
So we're desperate.
Here's the question. No. Here's the question. What if I have seen you? Yeah. I mean, the question is, how are our grandparents doing it? How is polygamy done? Of course, you'd spot someone there and you go for it. Now, the difference between that respect...
It was respect managing.
And people have been mentioning, they're saying, respect is what is lacking. Now the men just want to, you see something, you don't even... There was that heshima. You go to the parents, you go to the house, get to know this girl. You court her, and then you go to your wife. Say, I have seen someone who I think, and hopefully at this point you had already told your wife that you're a polygamist. Not that in between 5 years where to say single, and then now you're like, I think I have another wife. And usually that's not what happens. First, men come through, ukisikia mtoto uko nje, she says, I'm keeping it. And you're like, guy, now I'm busted. Now is when, in fact, maybe you don't even, you diamond it again. What
I'm not understanding is, are we doing it alone? It's women who are beginning to
feel like the blame should be shared.
It has to be shared. Because you guys are beginning to actually take it up. That it's okay. You tell a guy, oh, you mean there are another 2 chicks? Wait, how many are they? Are we 4 or 5? Oh, we're 5. Okay, now we have a problem. I thought we were like 8. You see, so you're beginning to accept it, and that's propagating it more. Because if you look at the guys who end up having these 5 or 6 women, you should see even the way women talk about them. Like, hey, Nani's managing, but that guy's like 5 chicks. So you're beginning to make it look like it's a worthy respect. That you've got 9 or 10 of yours. The kids no longer have names, they just have serial numbers. Oh, so they keep saying kids over kids over kids over kids. But you're there just encouraging and saying, hey, do me. You're propagating.
You ever found yourself in a situation where you're asking how many are we?
No.
I have.
For real? Men are terrible.
Even numbers,
and I just kept discovering more. I'm like, guys, we've done 5.
Then all of you start with the letter J.
Let me go back to what I have said. That we are lacking manners.
Yes.
And many people have got no power of making decisions. Like me, I'm a pastor. I have a church where I have more than 1,000 ladies. You think all of them come to go to heaven?
What?
No. Some of them come because they admire me.
Wow.
My God. And they say openly.
My God.
Yes, because it's only God now who can get you out of this trap.
Yes. Yeah.
You see, it's only God. If I don't have manners, I'll go for all of them. Yeah. And when they realize the fight will come in the church is
over.
It's over. So I have to maintain my manners, discipline, and make a decision that every time I'm introducing my wife, so that if you are coming because of me, I have to say, my wife, it's time for you to say hi. Just say hi. Hi, everybody. Hi. And I say, this is my baby. And I love her so much. You know, what I'm killing is the devil.
But let me ask you. Men who are married to more than 2 or 3 women, I mean, did they crush at the same time? Nope. Did they start courting at the same time? Nope. There was levels to this. There was the first one, and then there was the second one. So even when you're busy introducing, this is my wife, she's like, oh, there's only one, eh?
So I can be wife number 2.
Exactly. So what you're doing is just you're postponing the problem.
So you think you are the problem because you're there considering, oh, you were only 2.
There are situations.
No, I'm just saying. For me, I have said it. Polygamy is not a problem. Yeah. My concern right now is that we are living in a society where people want to pretend that men are monogamous, that we are all a monogamous society, while the reality of stuff is, in fact, let me tell you how crazy it is. There's an apartment block I used to live in. I'm not going to mention which one, but there's a guy who was paying rent for 2 beds. In the same apartment block. So one is staying there, the other one is staying here. The guy was so audacious that he could come and visit this one, and Amaliza, he goes, she switches off the light, she sleeps, this one, and a panda. So what kind of life is that? The day those 2 women found out there was a fight, and then they finished the fight and entered their houses, and it was calm. That is the end of the story.
Now,
so who's to blame in that situation?
That one is the girls.
Let me say something else.
Wait, Gina, who's to blame?
That one is the girls.
It's the girls.
Yeah, for accommodating that nonsense.
Well,
they are the money. They're there for the money.
Switch off the electricity and the guy is done.
You see, you have talked about polygamous. The first lady might have no choice because she have given birth to 4 kids, 5 kids. She is jobless. She have nothing to do.
She could be working.
Even if she is working, she is depending so much on the income of this dude. And so when this man says that I want to go for another woman, the first woman will be hurted, but she have got no otherwise. So they are there, she will be laughing, but inside she has poison which can she has poison which can kill a whole team.
It's true. One of the relationships
are only as useful as the people who respect it.
Yeah.
If you guys are okay with being 14 or 18, I think at the end of the day, it is okay because you guys both respect that 18 number you are.
Yeah.
It's only as good as the people within that relationship.
Yeah.
What did you reach? What agreements did you reach to have that kind of relationship? And relationships are changing today.
Yeah.
We are where we are, and I'm accepting and supporting Sheila in this. We're where we are because it was created and we're the ones who have been propagating it. But I keep insisting, it's not from one side.
Yeah.
Whatever I do as a guy is to motivate you as women to respect me. So if you guys are respecting guys with 6 chicks and 7 chicks, that's why that's happening. The day women stand up and say this is enough, we don't want anything more than 4. Yeah? Okay, 3. Yeah? Then the guys will change.
But let me ask you,
and that's where you guys keep.
I don't see that day coming anytime soon.
You know the funny thing.
Must I change because somebody
you guys start then competing with each other.
Can I just, you know, we've spoken about the players in the relationship, which is the guy and the woman, but the, you know, ndumembili zikipigana ni nyasi inaumia. So the children. There's actually one of the guys in the Vox Pops who said that he actually comes from a family, a polygamous family, and his dad had 5 wives. And people don't think about the repercussions, and forget about even just polygamy, even these women who are having children out of wedlock, because I'm not judging, but I'm just saying the repercussions on the children. This is a grown man who's saying that he never experienced his father's love. He was fighting for his father's love with like 18 other children. So if you ask him, he's married right now, he would never marry another woman because he doesn't want to have that effect on his children. Now imagine there's a guy right now who has planted his seed all over Mombasa, Kisumu, Nakuru, shout out to you, and the judge will say Akukudenja, but Akukudenja had manners. He was raising, alikuwa anawa-raise kwa boma moja. Unanielewa? But these ones who umeweka watoto South B, South C, Runda, uko umeweka tu,
one family.
Unapatana na mtu anakuitisha kazi, unasema naniaje unanifanana hivi. You know, yeah. Have some respect for yourself. Have some respect for the women that you're dating. Women, have some respect for the men that you're dating.
I think where she has made a point is, I think the problem today is there are no consequences and repercussions. The guy is able to, as you're saying, dip things and disappear after dipping things, right? Comes, bites from the restaurant and leaves immediately without paying the bill, right? In our parents' time, there were consequences and repercussions. The moment you're with a chick and you're with whoever she is,
you're marrying her.
You have to stay with her.
Yeah.
Now because of no responsibility towards it, you know that I'm in and I'm out. That's the reason why it reached a point where it lacks respect or value. If we did start punishing people, forcing them to maintain the relationship, you're caught with 2 chicks, you're caught dogging a chick, you're okay now, you're really Zaza. Yeah? You will see a lot of changes. in terms of us guys taking responsibility for what we're doing. But again, you ask yourself, do we have to be forced into such situations?
I think there's also that mindset of one of the ladies on the box was talking about, the 50-50 conversation that you're having. We just believe that there are more women than men.
That was something we were taught in school. There was teachers who were just drumming it in people's heads. There are more women than men. And it's like,
at some point you have to make a sacrifice.
There's no sacrifice. I'm not trying to share the men. Dude, let me tell you. If
you guys are like 5 times more. There are more handbags than wallets.
If the men are few, ladies, let's just agree that some ladies will have and some won't have. But this whole idea of sharing, it's not a problem. Polygamy, not a problem. Yeah, but we've come into a society where we've broken all our, traditions. There used to be traditions where if even a guy looks at you, your uncle goes to that guy's house. Why were you looking at my niece? So now you have to marry her. But now you have people who moved out of home 21. Your parents are not even involved. Your parents just come to tell them, okay, I'm getting married on Saturday. Are you coming? Those are the problems that are being created.
They're asking you to send a picture of the chief.
So can we say that the morals have rotten?
Yes.
There's decay, obviously.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But then let's all take responsibility for the decay. The decay is joint decay. If one person puts pressure on the other one, then it's not that it's only me. It's both.
But what's the solution?
I feel like guys are in a better place to sort this issue out. Although I don't know whether even their minds are willing, their spirits, their bodies, I don't know. But if men just said, you know what, I'm only with one woman, because they're the ones going around lying to girls that, look, I'm single.
What is the
solution? New constitution. I'm buying a lipisha kisaki.
That's the only way.
The only way is formal punishment. We're Africans. Unless you punish us, we don't listen. Africans don't listen to advice. They listen to punishment. Okay. So you have to start creating a form of punishment that will make someone responsible for that.
Okay, final comments.
Honestly, for me, this whole issue of women being playing men and left, right, and center, it's okay. But always think about the repercussions, which are these children who are being raised with one parent, these children who are even being raised by grandparents because the parents even ran away and left them with the grandkids. You're creating a vicious cycle. So if you want to have more than one wife, then put it down. Let people know this is the thing that I want. If you can't find a woman like that, I'm sure you can find one who's interested in that. But this thing of tricking people, you're just creating a nasty, vicious cycle.
I think we have to be like our Creator, God. He's a creator. He created us, and deep in us, He gave us dominion, and we can use the dominion that we have in us to create manners. If you are being brought up by a family which does not have manners, you can create, because you are making your own path and you are making your own decisions, which will not shame you at the end of the day.
Okay, all right. You heard the pastor na wale wanawake wanakuja kwa hiyo church yake with other intentions.
Mine was just an example.
Thank you so much for watching Man Cave, and thank you all for being here. I keep saying, well, we're going to be back next week, but